This is definitely at the cheaper end of guitars. It's around about $200 or about £150 or €150. My first impressions of this guitar, it feels quite substantial without being too heavy. It feels like a proper guitar rather than a toy and lightweight. The body shape is very much Les Paul. It's made from mahogany, which is great at this price level, but it feels significantly thinner than a Gibson Les Paul. It's got the headstock, which is Epiphone clipped ear dovewing. So not the more recent 60s Kalamazoo headstock, but it's fine, it looks okay. And the most recent finishes that this guitar comes in are ebony, heritage cherry burst and vintage sunburst. Neck profile is a slim taper, and the scale length is very much what you'd expect from a Gibson or an Epiphone Les Paul. It's a 24.75 inch scale, so shorter than a Stratocaster as you would expect. The fingerboard material is Indian laurel on the more current models. On this one, it's actually rosewood, but that's because I think it was more widely available back then and there weren't so many legal issues around it. The fingerboard radius is 12 inches, number of frets 22, and the frets are medium, which makes it quite nice and easy to play. The inlays are dot acrylic, so no mother of pearl. There's going to be compromises at this price level for sure. The nut also is a compromise. It's a plastic PVC style, definitely not Graphtec nut at this price. And the big compromise at this kind of price level is the bolt-on neck. It's a 4-bolt bolt-on neck rather than a set neck, which some would argue it would impact sustain on this guitar. Having said that, when we get to the demo and my final thoughts, we'll review all of that as well. We can go into more depth. The pickups are an Epiphone 650R humbucker in the neck and an Epiphone 700T humbucker in the bridge. They never actually sound muddy. They're fine to be driven hard, which is exactly how it should be on a guitar like this. The clean sounds okay as well. The pickups are fine without being anything special. They're not very hot pickups, and they are not going to give you supremely difficult to manage glassy tones when they're clean either. They're very much middle of the road pickups, and they're fine at this price level. You can pretty much make the guitar do what you want it to, but you might at some point want to upgrade those. The tuning stability though is probably where this guitar falls hardest. It's fine, but over a session they will start to detune if you're doing lots of bending. So again, that might be something which is worth upgrading over time. The knobs, volume and tone control knobs, they're absolutely fine. Again, that's a compromise at this price level. You don't have the 2 volumes and 2 tone control knobs that you would have on a full fat Epiphone or a full fat Gibson, but these work absolutely fine. The weight of the guitar, it's a relatively weighty guitar actually, surprisingly, most likely because of the mahogany body, but it's not overly heavy. It's 3.6 kilograms or about 8 pounds, give or take. It's a nice solid feeling guitar. In terms of playability, the slim taper neck profile is very comfortable. It has a 43mm nut width, which is pretty much standard for an Epiphone or Gibson. The fretwork, whilst being good, is not outstanding at this level, again, which you would expect. They've just done a very simple fret dress up and down without anything special on this. But again, if you wanted to do that, you could, but then that's all part of the cost savings with the price you're paying at this guitar. What's really great about this guitar is the upper fret access. You've really got good access with the cutaway at the bottom of the guitar, and you can really get in there for getting to the higher frets, of which there are 22. What's really impressive was looking inside it and seeing that it has full-size alpha pots, which is really just so impressive for this price point. Certainly not something you would expect. Normally you might think that you might get mini pots on this. I've certainly got a number of Stratocasters at this kind of price level that have mini pots, so it would be no surprise to find that it did have those, but it's great that they've got full-size alpha pots. That being said, let's have some sound demos now, and then that'll be followed by my final thoughts. Final thoughts. Overall, I think this is a great guitar for beginners, and it will see you through many years of fun playing. For intermediates, semi-pros or pros, it might be okay as a backup, but you're going to want to upgrade some of the hardware on this to make it roadworthy, such as the tuners and the pickups. The full fat pots are a really great addition to this guitar, which was a bit of a surprise. Beyond that, it would need some upgrades. I hope that was useful, and I'll see you in the next one.